With the recent release of Glitch and Titan Brawl, new life has been breathed into Titanfall 2 unlike any update thus far. Here's a quick review of these two additions to the game. Glitch is fantastic for pilot-based combat, and I find it more fun than any other map in the game for pilots versus pilots at this moment. Walls and corridors flow naturally, lending themselves very nicely to both slower on-the-rails type wall running, while simultaneously lending themselves extremely nicely to more skilled pilots at the same time. Hallways are generally pretty wide open, allowing for very free movement opportunities while still keeping a useful amount of cover at the ground level in order to facilitate firefights. In addition, Glitch has gorgeous decor. The theme of Respawn's best multiplayer maps seems to be those that have smooth walls, poppy colors, and are full of things that are both unnatural yet simple at the same time. Angel City comes to mind. There's no frills, no weird stuff, just nice flat buildings in a sea of unnatural human construction, with just a few natural elements thrown in to artistically ground the place and keep it interesting. Wargames is another perfect example. Respawn took a very cool artistic direction with the map, making it entirely full of man-made design and few to no elements of natural objects. Crash Site is considered the worst map to ever come to Titanfall, in large part due to the fact that the map is almost entirely natural and leaves almost no options for pilots whatsoever. Craggy, not smooth walls that you can't wall run on, not level floors like those big huge freaking hills that you can't bunny hop up or down effectively. That's a big problem for the game. The man-made artificial elements of that map are sparse and in most cases not friendly to the mobility possible in Titanfall to any reasonable degree. Glitch breaks from these paradigms and it succeeds for, well, not doing these terrible things, and although it does include some more natural elements than these other good maps I mentioned, the natural parts are simple and they stay out of the way, which is key. It's there for the visual effect, it's not there for any mechanical effect. The ground is still mostly flat, it's just there to add some green to an otherwise gray-filled map. As another example, think of Sandtrap from Titanfall 1, which was designed around the actual physical geometry of the map being weird and hilly, and it was generally considered to be a pretty bad Titanfall map as well because of these things. There's no man-made structures, no nice smooth walls, no routes for pilots, it's just a big open field with hills, and that seems terrible for players, and it's the same reason why Crash Site doesn't work either. Anyways, getting back to Glitch, it's easy to traverse and embraces the gameplay of Titanfall 2 more. There are very few rooftops to camp on with assault rifles, and it's more about being mobile and going fast. If you're going to use a rifle, you are for the most part stuck on the ground, and you're in generally pretty unfavorable spots that are going to put you at more of a disadvantage than most maps in the game. This is fantastic for console players, since one of the big complaining points is how overpowered assault rifles are, especially the flatline. For PC players, this is also a great thing because it further promotes the fast-paced, wall-running with an SMG-focused gameplay that is more typical of that platform. Before we move on to Titan Brawl, I have one last point on Glitch. I've got to say, the fact that there aren't any invisible walls in the middle of the map is a really great thing. It lets eject strafing stay relevant, it opens the map up for high mobility players to traverse the map in ways that are otherwise impossible, and generally just makes the map feel much better overall. While I will concede that Grapple with a flag in CTF has potential to be more busted on Glitch than any other map in the game, it's such a small and insignificant concern in the grand scheme of things that it's hard to even feel good about making that argument. Glitch is a triumph of a map for pilot versus pilot combat, and I'm pleased to say that it's my favorite map in the game for that game mode and similar styled game modes. Moving on to Titan Brawl, I've got to say that I'm a fan of this game mode as well. Sure, it's no replacement for LTS, and the current metagame is honestly pretty bad on all platforms, but it's still a fun diversion, right? I still enjoy playing it. While I'm not sure that I would play Titan Brawl a lot if it were like a permanent mode, but rotating this in once a month with some other limited time game modes would be a really cool way of keeping this mode fresh without burning out on it too much. If you haven't played Titan Brawl yet, it's basically Team Deathmatch but with Titans only. There's no ejecting, no disembarking, no batteries, just Titan versus Titan and that's it. To be brutally honest, it's dominated by 3 Titans right now: Ion, Ronin, and to a much lesser extent, Tone. These 3 Titans have the best survivability of the 6 Titans in the game and are able to engage opponents in really unfair ways. Of the top performers in most average Titan Brawl games, you can surely expect people to be running one of these 3 Titans. Give them a shot and you might be really pleasantly surprised with how well they perform for you. Anyways everyone, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you're enjoying the Glitch in the Frontier update as much as I am. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.